Welcome to a new construction community tour. Today I'm taking you to Woodstock, Georgia, and we're in Havencroft. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because it's a neighborhood that I've profiled 3 properties in when Kerley Family Homes was building in here. So Kerley Family Homes, they've divested. At the time, I thought those 3 homes would sell for the 680s and DAvid Weekley would come in and raise prices. So stay tuned in this video to find out if I was right. We're gonna cover the model home. We're gonna go over a bunch of different home sites, show you what the different options are, and I'm gonna tell you what they're selling for. Now, if you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Terence Richardson. I'm your Atlanta realtor with eXp Realty. And anytime you're thinking about buying or selling real estate anywhere in Metro Atlanta, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. All of our contact information is in the description and we would love to work with you. Property tour, community tour, everything coming up right now. All right, so let's get started with the property tour, shall we? So, Havencroft, this plan here is their decorated model, and it is the Wynstone. The Wynstone starts off as a 4-bedroom. It's 3,500 square feet and change, and as you can see, it's a 3-car garage. Now, this specific plan, they have 3 different elevations, and they vary just a little bit. The elevation just changes the way it's gonna look in the front. And ultimately, the way that this one is optioned, if you were to build this model exactly the same way, you'd be looking at about 1.4 to 1.5 million. So when I take you inside and you take a look, keep in mind that a lot of what you see in the model are all the bells and whistles. Base price, 780s, plus whatever the lot premium is for the lot that you choose. Now in this neighborhood, you've got lots that don't have a lot premium. But the lot premiums go from $0 all the way up to $82,000 for the most preferred lots in the neighborhood. So I'll show you a little bit more about that in a bit. So taking a look at the Wynstone, it's got this beautiful front porch, got the nice beams. Take a look at that. It's a really nice front porch. And you've got the board and batten. Let's step inside. All right, so as we step inside, you've got the entrance foyer. It's nice and inviting right off here. They're using this space as an extra office. Most people would probably use it that way these days. Engineered wood, lighter colors. You're gonna see a lot of wood accents. We're getting away from the gray color scheme, so we're seeing white on the walls again. Now this space here would be where the garage is. We've got the sales associates that are working, so we're not gonna go that way to bother them while they're working, but let me show you the rest of the house. Let's take a look at the great room, 2 stories. Lots of windows, lots of natural light. And again, the model decorated to the nines, right? This is everything that you could possibly put in. And then DAvid Weekley does a lot of customization. So you might think of other things that you would like to have in your property. And if you do the pre-sale process, you start from scratch, get to design how you want your house to look, price out what that would cost, and then have a home built that's in your image. So whatever you can think of, there's a possibility that DAvid Weekley could potentially accommodate for the right price. So we've got the dining room, like the row of cabinets there in the back. Again, lots of windows. And then we'll take a close look at the kitchen here in a moment, but I wanted to show you just the pantry in the back. It's open. Got more countertop space. And then here you have a door, or a mudroom rather. But take the door that you have here, it's a little wine room they've built. It's kind of cool. All right, taking a look at the kitchen, quartz countertops. You've got the different tones with cabinets. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I appreciate the 2 tones. It's a 5 burner, it's a KitchenAid appliance package. And then here's a view looking the other way. I'll step outside on the covered back deck. So here we are, we've got Trex that'll never rot. If you enjoy these property tours, consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribing, and hit that bell notification button so you never miss another one. You kind of get a lay of the land. I'm gonna show you a lot of different views with this as we go through the video. But it's a nice sized deck, right? I wonder, well, I was gonna say if this was bumped out specifically as an option and if it would just normally end here. But you can see the roof line comes out, so on the Wynstone, that could be how it comes. But all these windows, all these doors just slide open, and in the warmer months, when you can have all that fresh air coming inside. So kind of neat. You can see how it opens up to the second story up there. We'll go there here in a little bit. Coat closet right here. I like the stairs being tucked away a little bit. I think that looks really good. Now there's a finished basement here, so we'll take a look at that as well. But I want to show you the first bedroom on the main level. So you can see, I mean, with all the bells and whistles, they put a additional work with accents. So there's a nice accent wall there, right? They finished the basement in this one. Typically for $780 starting, you don't have a finished basement. So here's, because of the bedroom, you've got a full shower there as well, frameless, tiled all the way up to the top, looks really good. We're gonna go up next and we'll finish with the basement in this one, and I'll show you the rest of the community. Now the prices that I quoted, $780 starting for this plan, is for a slab. Basement lots will have an additional price as well. So I'm not sure when you're gonna watch this video. Whenever you might watch it, pricing could be different. So I'd recommend contacting me for up-to-date pricing and also for what the most current incentives are. At the time of filming, it was 10 grand any way you want, and an extra 5 if you use their preferred lender for financing. That could change. Every single month they come out with different incentives. So contact me if you'd like to know what the latest and greatest is. So they have a lot of can lights. The loft is really cool. I'm seeing a lot of builders build flex spaces and or lofts now. I think it's a cool use of the space. Again, tons and tons of windows. Let's go into bedroom number 2. So it's a decent sized bedroom, right? It's got its own little walk-in closet. And then it has its own access to a Jack and Jill bathroom here. I'm gonna come in this way. Tile floor, you've got the double vanities. Really like the hex tile, both on the wall and on the floor. So separate entrance here. And then on this side into bedroom number 3. More quartz. And this one, slightly different kind of accent wall. It's like a vertical shiplap. View downstairs from up here. It's a really nice open plan, this Wynstone. All right, linen closet here. And then it's a good sized laundry room. Take a look at that right now. There you have it. Extra storage closet right here. Now, let's take a look at the primary suite. So you see in this, the model, the floors are all hardwoods up here as well. Nice beams in the tray. It's wired if you wanted to have music. It's one of the different options they have. Again, with the windows, I mean, look at all the light. Window, 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 and then you've got the 2 windows above there as well. In the model, they went with a barn door into the primary bathroom. Of course, you've got your double vanities. Water closet, big walk-in frameless shower there. Good sized bench, different kind of nozzles and whatnot. Got the rainwater fixture. Let's take a look at the closet. They've got carpet in here. They can put storage in there for you. All right, let's head down to the basement and I'll show you how they finished that space. So if you like these kind of video tours, we release a new construction tour every single Tuesday. So if you haven't already liked the video, please do so. If you're not already subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button, that bell notification, and you will never miss another one of these videos that gets released on Tuesday. Appreciate your support, thank you. Here in the basement, they went with carpet. So let's take a look at the open space first. They did a fantastic job finishing this. So you've got a second kitchen down here. So smaller refrigerator, you do have a microwave convection oven there. Depending on what your needs are, I mean, that could be finished to have full-size appliances if you wanted to, but that's what they did for the model. Check out the space. Be an awesome little game room, right? I'm not sure if you hear that, but it's also wired with the speakers everywhere. So let's step outside, take a look at what's underneath the deck. Got a nice little fire pit back there with the Riverstone patio. Yeah, check that out. Lights underneath the deck. Great little living space out here. Mostly everybody loves a fire pit. It's a great place to just hang out, talk about whatever, right? Just enjoy life. And then there's another bedroom down here. So it's a way of getting a fifth bedroom. So I'm going to show that to you here right now. I love all the accents. Starting to see why this optioned out the way it is at 1.425, somewhere around there. Again, those prices will change. They just go to show you what goes into a DAvid Weekley build versus the traditional builder. So I've had clients buy DAvid Weekley properties before. They've always loved them, which is why I like to come feature their neighborhoods. They do a good job. Here is bedroom number 5. And of course, full bathroom to go with it. Okay, so this is the Wynstone. Let me show you the rest of the neighborhood. All right, let me talk to you guys a little bit about Havencroft. So as I was mentioning, Havencroft was started by Kerley Family Homes. Now, the 3 homes that I'm going to point to are the ones that were built. You might recognize them if you've watched my videos before. I featured every single one of them. So I'm going to turn the camera around right now. So these are the 3 houses that were built on this side on Beebalm Street by a Kerley family. And they were beautiful homes. All of them sold in the high 680s, somewhere around there. Now, DAvid Weekley came into the neighborhood, and I had mentioned in the video that they would be upping prices. Well, they have. So they're starting currently at $690. That's for their smallest plan. They have 7 different plans that they're building in this neighborhood. The floor plans range from, on the low end, roughly 2,800 square feet all the way up to 5,054 square feet. So they can build some really big houses. If you pre-sale with DAvid Weekley, they have an opportunity, or you rather would have an opportunity to customize these homes. And DAvid Weekley does a good job of pricing in customizations, and they're not a production builder, they're semi-custom. So there's a lot of customizations that you can do. Now prices start in the high 90s, but like for the model that I'm going to show you, quickly goes up to 780s and above. Now, every single one of these lots that we're seeing has a different lot premium. Some of these lot premiums are $0. Other lot premiums are between 20 and 30 grand. And then they go all the way up to 82 for the ones that are deemed to be the highest quality lots. Now this neighborhood is in Woodstock. It's close to everything. So just down the street, you'll see that there's a Publix and a Kroger for grocery shopping. Downtown Woodstock's about 10 minutes away. Interstate's about 10, 15. Highway 92, that business corridor, right around the corner. So 7 different plans. The Buckhorn is the only plan that cannot be built on a basement. In this neighborhood, 50% of the lots are going to be basement lots, and 50%, as you would guess, would be slab lots. So you have a lot of different variety. All right, this here is the Buckhorn. So the Buckhorn, as I mentioned earlier, is the only plan that cannot be built on a basement. So they have this one on homesite 62. It's 804.9. So let's step inside and show you what this looks like. Now these are in different stages of construction, so keep that in mind. But we've got a flex space here, formal living room, staircase that goes up, wide open concept over here between family room, dining room in the back. Kitchen has a large island, pendant lights, little mud area coming in from the garage. Now it's a 3-car garage. Probably not going to see their electrical has not been turned on here, but there's a pantry right off the kitchen. Laundry room is right off the kitchen. And we're exploring this together. So here is a powder room. And then here is the primary suite. So let's take a look what they've got going on. So they've got the double vanities, good size walk-in closet there. And then same style of shower that we saw in the model home, the bench, and have a frameless or just a glass panel there. Yeah, power's not quite on. I was just testing that. Let's pop our heads upstairs real quick and we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay. Bedroom. Bedroom. Flex space right here. Bedroom. You guessed it, bedroom. And then there's another bathroom here. All right. Okay, so that is the Buckhorn for you. So as I mentioned, 8049, home site 62. Now, home site 61 is right over here, and it's another Wynstone, just like the model. The way they've got it optioned out, it's $893. So you see the Kerley Family Homes, 680s, and now they're coming in. Now they're building a bigger, better product, but the 3 Kerley Family Homes, people who bought those are going to benefit from price appreciation because of everything else that's in the neighborhood. So those were good buys. All right, I'm going to show you this. We're not going to spend a lot of time in these unfinished homes, but we're going to peek inside. They are all currently available. By the time you watch the video, that might be a different story. So obviously, feel free to contact me. I'll give you the current status. This is a really nice plan. I really like this one. It's a big open concept. Love the kitchen. They're putting the row of cabinets in there. Row call dining room. More cabinets behind the pantry. Little prep area, pantry over here. Mud room there. And since we didn't get to see the garage because it was a sales center, this is what the garage obviously would look like. Now, the rep was saying that the model 1.425 is approximately what that one would cost, optioned out with the basement, the finished basement, all of the items that they included. Here is the bedroom on the main. This was a bathroom. As you can see, still being built. Closet. Normally, if you had a basement, that would go down to the basement. We're gonna peek upstairs, see if we can see what they're doing in the primary suite, but again, it's got the loft right here. And instead of the wrought iron spindles, they've got wood. I've seen a lot of builders do wood now, and actually wood sometimes costs more than the spindle, the wrought iron. Bedroom, Jack and Jill bathroom. Here's that other bedroom over here. All the windows in the 2-story great room. Here is the laundry. And we came up here to see the primary suite. So you can see no beams along the top. That was an ornamental feature for the model. Here they have a regular door instead of the barn door. They just laid this tile. I am not going to stand on it, but you can see it's similar layout. I mean, it's the same layout, right? You're going to add the glass panel there, water closet, primary closet in the back there. Okay, let's check out what else they've got going on in this neighborhood. So immediately across the street, you've got parking for the mail kiosk. In these new neighborhoods, you don't get your own mailbox anymore. So they're gonna build a pavilion with a fire pit here. You've got the walking trails. I mean, kind of cuts through the neighborhood. And what they're really doing, and it's kind of smart, they found a way to dress up the community detention pond. So they call it a lake-like feature, but it's the detention pond. And they poured the walkway that goes all the way through, connects to B-Bomb on the other side over there. Lots are a little bit close. So if you are the type that doesn't want to be able to see your neighbor, this is probably not the neighborhood for you. So all in all, 72 home sites, 69 built by DAvid Weekley. They still have 60 lots to go. So you're really at the beginning of the neighborhood. And what I like about that, whenever you're at the beginning of a neighborhood, is by the time the last home's built, man, you have a ton of built-in equity, right? Because every time a home sells, they sell the next one for a little bit more, then a little bit more, and a little bit more. Anyhow, I wanted to bring you to the end of the neighborhood here because these are some homes that have some of the highest lot premiums. So mentioned that the average is probably 20 to 30,000 for lot premiums in here. It's the cost to move dirt around. Add that on top of the base prices that I'm going to show, and it gives you an idea about what starting prices are before you add a whole bunch of options depending on what it is that you want to have in a house. So these lots right here, on this side, well, they're deemed to be the premium lots of the neighborhood. There's going to be nothing built behind them, and there's actually a green buffer behind. So 12 and 13 have already been sold. 14, 15, and 16, I believe, are still available. They're starting some spec homes there. But the lot premiums go up to $82,000 on these lots here. Now they're basement lots, as you can see, right? So half basement, half slab. Basement's gonna add another 80 to 100,000 to the cost of the house. But I'm gonna take you into some of these so you can get an idea of what some of those plans look like as well. That's a Wynstone. I've already taken you into the model and to one that was in construction. We're not gonna do that. However, the one that was in framing back there on lot 60 is a Ransdall. That also is a Ransdall. So just for reference, these are on basements. This one here, actually they're the same price roughly, 1.78 million. I'm sorry, 1.078 million. So let's round it up, call it 1.08 million. That one there is 1.08 million as well. So we're gonna take a look. It's mid-construction. Show you what it looks like. It's not yet to the sheetrock phase, and they're actively working on it. All right, Ransdall Plan. So, use your imagination with me here, okay? We don't have sheetrock, but this here off of the door, it's a formal living room and or flex space. Most people will use it as an office. Step in, big space. You're gonna have your kitchen. You can see in the corner here, we've got a pantry. So island here, sink is gonna be in the island on this one. You've got gas over there. Cabinets, you can kind of see where it's all gonna fit in this space here. And then you're gonna have your dining room, living room. This has a really big covered back deck. Let's step outside and take a look at that real quick. This is nice. Yeah. And then part of why these are so expensive, the lot premiums are 60 to 80,000 on this side. It's because in addition to where the lot ends, it continues. It goes way back over there, and that's not going to be built way, way back there. You can see there's probably something happening there, but there's a big, big buffer. I will show you on the community site plan. That's why these, or at least the builder, that's why they've chosen to mark up the lot premiums on this one. All right, we're gonna go upstairs here in a moment. I'm gonna quickly show you that there's a bedroom on the main level here. So this will be a bathroom with a shower. And because there's a bedroom here, they're adding that shower. Probably mudroom-ish, closet storage, right? Because the bedroom's closet is gonna be right over here. Let's peek upstairs. Okay. So, hall bathroom. It's going to be obviously a tub, shower, bedroom on this side, closet right there. This is the laundry room, bedroom right here. closet. Linen closet right here. Bigger bedroom here. Closet right there. And then it's the primary suite. So primary suite will have a tray ceiling. Kind of feels roughly the same size as the bedroom we just came out of, width-wise. It's a little bit larger just because it doesn't have, you know, right here, you can see there, utilities come up, closet's gonna be there. So it's a little bit bigger. Dual vanities, linen closet right there. Same type of shower that we've been seeing. Glass panel there, walk-in, water closet, and then the primary closet. 1.078 million. Now it's gonna be an unfinished basement. I can step down there to show you guys, satisfy your curiosity. I've got to find a way to edit this to make it not overbearingly long, but still interesting. I'll figure it out. Okay. Let's peek. It's a daylight basement. There's no power in the house yet, so I don't know how much we'll get to see. Nice tall ceilings. You saw what they did with the model for finishing it out, so you could definitely do something similar down here. Now, this one here, they've got a tub, so they're planning on finishing it. Wonder how much they're gonna do. Guess that's a question for the sales rep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask them and see, because wasn't expecting to see a finished bathroom. Maybe they're just adding the finished bathroom and the rest will be unfinished, although I would expect if there's a finished bathroom there that at least this space down here is finished, right? We'll find out. So that could be interesting. You're at that 1.08, but it's got the basement, could potentially be finished. It's not too bad. So you're early here, folks. They've got 9 sales, 60 available, and you could really build what you want. If you choose to have something option the way the model is, where you have DAvid Weekley finish the basement for you. If you choose to model something like the model, right, and you want to option it out that way, the rep was saying that you're probably at about 1.4, 1.5 million all in. That's with DAvid Weekley finishing the basement, adding the extra bathroom, the kitchen, all of the bells and whistles, every option that they have. So these lots on this side, 19, 20, 21, they're all gonna be slabs. On this side, obviously on that side there's slabs. On this side here, basements. Yeah. Some of these other lots have been sold. Like the corner lots are always popular because, well, you have a smaller front. I mean, the back just curves, right? So you have a nice big backyard with these corner lots. We're gonna go and take a look at that plan right up there on the left. I believe that that's a Worthdale. So it gives us an idea. I mean, that's a lot of variety. We'll have seen 4 different plans. The Wynstone, the Buckhorn, the Ransdall, and the Worthdale. Now they have 7 total plans, but 4 that are standing that we could look at. Okay, I was wrong. Homesite 30 is the next one, so that's the Worthdale. However, this is the Ransdall, and it's further along. So I know that I showed you one that was in framing, and then one where the framing was done and we're waiting to put sheetrock up. So let's see what it looks like, a little bit more finished. All right, big front porch. This one's flipped. There is that flex space, good office, whatever you want. Here's the kitchen. Quartz counter, tile backsplash. Dining room. Family room. All accessible bathroom. Bedroom number 1. Yeah, little mudroom there. Hall closet for storage. 3-car garage on this side. These 2 bays are really deep. Park a Suburban there, no problem. The other one had that really big covered back deck. This one's going to be a covered back patio. Still a really good size. Let's step upstairs and see what they chose to do in the primary suite. Okay, well, this is home site 29, and it is $838,800. That's the asking price. Okay, bathroom, 2 vanities, 2nd bedroom, laundry, 3rd bedroom, 4th, and let's go take a look at the primary suite. Bedroom number 5. Okay, so it's a wood that has a grayish hue to it. Got the tiled shower. Obviously the glass will be coming in at some point. Here is the closet. So this neighborhood's gonna grow fast. 60 more homes to sell. Every time one sells, the price goes up. It's in a good part of Woodstock. Good schools, River Ridge High. So as you can see, we are still very early in this neighborhood. They've sold 9, they have 60 more to go, 72 homes total. If I can help you in any way with information about these houses, pricing, incentives, what it's like working with this builder, you want to come take a look at them and you want your own representation, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is in the description below. Now, if you enjoy new construction property tours and you want to watch more, I've got a great playlist of other tours. I release a new one every single Tuesday. Click up here. And if you never want to miss another one, if you haven't already done so, I'd consider subscribing. Click down here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.